Well, hello, friends. Now, just like I said, I would come a little earlier every Monday just because the kids are still sleeping, as they are today. Of course, it was a holiday, so it's even better. They get to sleep a little longer, and I don't have to rush them ever because we don't have to get up for school. So here's the thing. I have had a crazy, crazy week. Hi, Angie. It's good to see you. So I've had a crazy week last week, right? But I'll tell you right now, I'm 15 weeks today. Yay! That means I only have 25 weeks left. And I'm 105 days. So the baby's like 4 inches long from crown to rump, and then about 2.3 ounces. So that just gives you kind of a little idea. But, in case you're new here, I am a mom of 12. I have 12 amazing kids. You kind of have to say that no matter what happens, right? Just because they just blow you away at what they can become. And I am expecting baby 13, who was totally a surprise. And we've been 6 years without being able to get pregnant, and I kind of tried, but I kind of gave up and just figured, that ship has sailed. And then here out of the blue, I was pregnant. So it's kind of fun. But with the baby being 15 weeks and with last week being week 14 and having so many doctor's appointments, I thought I'd talk to you about a few things. Like one, pregnancy symptoms. Am I out of the sickness stage yet, the nausea stage? Well, like I said, as long as I eat, I do better. But I'm starting to figure out that with this pregnancy, I have kind of a little window before I need to eat where I feel queasy. Like right now, I just feel like, ooh, I better be careful. Don't move too fast. Don't do too much because I am going to be hungry quickly. And as long as I eat here in the next hour or so, I'll be fine. And then I won't feel hungry for a long time. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I'll get this little queasy feeling. And I'm like, how long has it been since I ate? I better make sure I eat. And yeah, I carry a little bit of snacks and stuff, and they definitely tide me over. But man, if I eat too many snacks, my body just says, I need a meal, a full course meal. Let's get it going. Like yesterday morning, it was so great. My husband made scrambled eggs, and he makes the best scrambled eggs. And he made sausage patties and even made pancakes. And I had just a couple little silver dollar pancakes just to give that little carb boost and just a little sweetness, because I'm not totally off of sugar right now, but I'm really, really careful with about how much I take in. But oh my goodness, you know how it is. It's been like that for a couple of weeks, but my nipples are sore. Maybe that's TMI, but holy crap. I've had a lot of babies. You'd think it wouldn't matter, but I feel like I've never had a baby before, and they hurt like crap. If you accidentally bump them, if you hug someone too tight, if you adjust yourself in the brassiere, it just, oh my Lanta, it's painful. And then let's talk about last week. Last week I had all these doctor's appointments, okay? And I was thinking it was a good idea to just put all my doctor's appointment in 1 week and just have them in one day, and then the other ones had to be in the other day. And I thought it was a good idea. And I think I made those appointments before I started homeschooling the kids, and it was not a good idea. It was a really bad idea because it was just too much in one day. And I just didn't realize the emotions that would need to be processed and all the things they would talk about and the things that come up and the stress of driving and the heat. Like I said, I don't have a really good air conditioner in my car, and they don't let you come that early. They don't wake up. They don't even open their office doors till 8 o'clock. So how early can I make my appointments? I'm up at 5 a.m. and I'm just sitting around waiting for, I'm keeping myself busy, but I'm just waiting for the time to come up for doctor's appointments. And I had, on Tuesday, I had my midwife appointment, and I had an appointment with my OBGYN as well as with my heart doctor. And the stupidest thing is that I love how the OBGYN has appointment reminder. I'd already had an appointment scheduled, but I also had scheduled one a month or so ago. And for some reason, I kept getting reminders for my old appointment, not for my new appointment. I was like, well, maybe they changed it. And I didn't even think I should call on it because I never got an appointment reminder for the appointment I had on Thursday. And so here I show up at this doctor's office at 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning, bright and early, sharp as could be. And they're like, we don't have you on the appointment book. And I'm like, you've been sending a message on my phone every day for the last 5 days that I have an appointment this morning. What the heck's wrong with your system? They're like, I don't know. I just didn't delete the old one. And I said, but I haven't got, and I'm like, when do I have an appointment? They're like, Thursday. I'm like, well, I haven't got any messages for that. So what's wrong with this? And that was just kind of annoying, right? But then my husband took me to breakfast. We went to Baby Stacks, and they have really great breakfast. I had an omelet, and it was yummy with avocado, and it was just great. And that just really gets me going. I can't eat eggs every day. I eat them like 2 or 3 days a week, but it just really just is substantial. It lasts me a long time, and I just feel very satisfied when I do that. But then I have my appointment at like 11 o'clock at the midwife's, and she's a nurse midwife. She used to work at a hospital. And after years of doing that, she decided she wanted to be more of a medium between home birth and hospital birth and give a little safer thing. And just because I have more high risk pregnancies since I've been with her, I decided it was a good idea to go see her. But she's been very, very helpful, but I've got some things I'm thinking about doing different. So I'll know that in the next couple of weeks, and I'll fill you in. But then I had my appointment with my heart doctor, and we were just trying to, I hadn't told him yet that I was expecting, because he's the way I found out I was expecting. You know, I said that in a different video. I can post that in a link below. But he said that he had wanted me to go for my last appointment a few months ago to go get my hormones checked at my OBGYN, and to go get some blood work done right away and an x-ray just to make sure there's nothing going on. And that's when he took that blood test, and they were like, you need to go see your OBGYN. There's something, you know, your hormones are a little out of whack, and just see if that has something to do with what you're feeling in your chest. And so I went to that doctor, and then that's when I found out I was expecting. So we went back to tell him what happened, and he was like, oh my gosh, at your age? I was like, that was rude. A lot of people have babies at my age, and a lot of times it's a surprise, but what the heck? And he's like, well, I guess congratulations, but he was just acting kind of funny. And I'm like, well, you guys are the one that was told me I was pregnant. What do you expect? But I did ask him, because I had originally planned to do rim-to-rim hiking at the Grand Canyon before I found out I was pregnant. I've done it one other time in my life. That was a long time ago. I might have to do a little video on that, because that was kind of fun. It was really a beautiful hike, and I was anxious to do it again and to see if I could still kick butt and maybe go faster, if I was stronger, if I was weaker. I mean, I didn't know. And here I find out I'm pregnant, and I'm just like, well, am I going to be able to do it? And the doctor was telling me, well, you can only walk this much right now, and I only want you walking for this much, and I don't want you to push it, and I don't want you to do stairs, and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, well, I can't really get conditioned for my hike in the Grand Canyon, but I just kept doing what he said. And here, when I go in on Tuesday, I said, so am I going to be able to hike the Grand Canyon in September or not? And he was like, no. We don't know what's going on with you. We can't find anything, but that doesn't mean there's not something wrong. It just means that we're not able to tell what it is. And that is the one place you do not want to find out what the problem is. So, I don't get to hike the Grand Canyon. I mean, it's probably smarter, it's safer, it's a little bit difficult to do when you're pregnant anyways. So I'll still go to the Grand Canyon with the group, because it's our family and all the kids are going. But I'll just do a smaller little hike that's just a walking hike, not a big deal. No steep inclines or declines, just to make it better. But anyways, enough of that. That was the heart doctor. Other than that, I got a good bill of health. He just said, come back in 6 months and we'll see how everything's going. And then on Thursday, I met with the specialist, and I went and saw her. Yes, I will still have an amazing time. It's still gorgeous. I love, love, love the Grand Canyon. It was the most majestic hike I have ever been on. I was just like, holy cow. Just the way the walls go up and straight, and just the colors and the texture. I mean, it is really a beautiful hike. But on Thursday, I went to see the specialist, because I am high risk, being 46 and having my problems last time. I'm getting close to sharing that with you. It's a little nerve-wracking to talk about it with the twins, with my pregnancy with them, but I ended up having to go to the hospital after that birth. And so I was able to go see the specialist. And it was the first time I actually talked to her. I'd been to her office before to do the ultrasounds, and I did an ultrasound today. But this lady, oh my gosh, there's so much that happened there. I'll have to explain that later because it still makes me so upset. But anyways, I went to her and all the stuff she talked about, blah, 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 and all these risks and all these things and all these statistics. And apparently from this, let's see if they're upside down. Apparently from these ultrasounds, and because of my age, blah, 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 they think that possibly the baby is Down syndrome. And I know that's not abnormal. A lot of women, especially in their older age, get told that. But I was just like, whatever. Why would you even say that? Hey, how are you, Kat? But why they would say that again and just keep bringing up those things is really annoying. And I just think it's kind of rude. And I think that it just doesn't make a lot of sense that they would want to put people in that sort of a hypochondriac state that early on. I mean, I was only 14 weeks along. Why not wait until the 20th week when they're going to do that full write-up in the ultrasound? They're just really tacky. It's almost like bad bedside manner. And I was just like, why not ease that onto somebody? You just blunt it out and blurt it out like it's just common everyday knowledge that you should just know. And I was like, whatever, I don't need this. And so I'm still trying to decide about my next move, but I'm going to probably do some things a lot different. But you know why it's worth being upset? I just let it go. I mean, I was a little bit upset on Thursday and Friday, and I just kind of rolled it around in my head, but I just tried not to think about it. So I just took a plan of action and said, okay, well, if X, Y, and Z can happen, and they are risks and they are possibilities, I don't care if I have a Down syndrome kid. Down syndrome kids are adorable. I love them. So I don't care about that. Why bring that up? It's not going to matter to me. But my plan of action is just to make sure that my blood stays pure and to make sure that I'm getting the exercise I need. So I've been walking at least 2 miles a day. That's about 60 minutes. I just extended my laps, so I'm walking a little bit further than that. And now I walk every evening because it's too hot during the day. I get those walks in, and that I can feel is really helping me. It gives me energy in the morning, which I really appreciate it. I'm still able to sleep at night, so I'm glad about that. And then I am drinking my chlorophyll, whether I'm drinking it in a shake or in just straight orange juice, like I said in my other video. That chlorophyll makes a huge difference. And something really weird has been happening. Lately, I'm not craving a lot of sugar. I really don't want it. I barely am craving anything. I eat about 2 meals a day. I'm a little bit concerned about the non-desire to eat more calories. For a while, I was eating a lot of calories in the first trimester, but now all of a sudden I've done a deep dive and I don't have that desire to eat the amount of calories I was eating. So like, I used to be able to eat this big bowl of salad every day, or even 2 small salads every day. And now lettuce just is a turn off for me. I'm not interested in it. But celery sticks dipped in ranch, I'll eat 3 or 4 stalks. A whole thing of cucumbers, bam, bring them on. I'll eat them dipped in ranch. Or, you know, in my ranch, I do homemade with buttermilk, so it's extra good. But just watching the different things, and I have to be careful because if I eat that big salad, I'll just be not doing good, turning green and who knows what else. So I just am trying to be really careful about what I eat and what I eat together, and then just trying to up my calories. I'm going to try to do more avocado because that'll up the calories that I take in. I'm just trying to figure out anything because I'm right now lucky if I eat 1,000 calories a day, and that's crazy. I'm supposed to, well, what I had down before was I was doing 1,550 calories a day, and sometimes I was going over about 200 calories, but lately I'm about 6, 7, at the least 500 calories short. So I'm going, I don't know if that's bad or good, because I don't really normally count calories while I'm pregnant. I just eat how I feel. So I'm more just doing it to make sure I'm getting the nutrients I need and the vitamin content that I need. So that's what I'm doing to try to stay stronger and healthier and to keep feeling good. And I just can't wait to see what develops in the next few weeks that I keep finding out these doctors and what's going to happen and what I switch around. And I hope that you're excited too. If you haven't liked this video, please like it. If you can, subscribe and watch it again, and send it out and let people see, because I think this is something that a lot of people experience. All the alerts and, you know, just the scares tactics that they use. It's just really difficult. Do you have any questions? I have a few more minutes if you want to just throw a few down. As long as you're feeling great and still getting the good stuff, try not to worry. Exactly. That's how I feel. It's kind of hard because I do this with other clients, because I used to be a midwife, and I'm really good with other people, but I'm afraid always to miss something with myself because I don't want to get too comfortable or overconfident. So I just really try to, that's why I have so many other doctors and midwives that I'm seeing, is just because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I do that also with my kids because, you know, I don't want to take anything for granted. So I just try to be really careful and, you know, be very precautionary, but I try not to overreact also, because that's just annoying. Do you have any other questions? Feel free to ask. Any comments that you want to share real quick? It's good to have you guys here, and I look forward to talking to you. Be sure to leave comments below if you're watching this later, because that makes it really fun. I love to answer those comments, and I hope that this was helpful for you and that it's exciting for you, because this adventure is on. Game on. I'm just trying to breathe. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I wrote a couple of notes down, and I think I got it all. So I hope that's good for you and that you have a great week. Take care and have a nice day. Bye.